How did this creator go from being loved by millions to being one of the most controversial Roblox creators in the space? Today, we're going to be diving in to the downfall of KonekoKitten. Or is it KonekoKitten? I don't really know. Anyway, I have heard some crazy shit about this specific creator. So, is it weird to say I'm excited for this video? I'm excited to look into this guy? I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by where this video could take me. But let's look at the allegations. So I found this Reddit post basically asking the same question that I'm asking, which is, what did he do? They provided a bit of context here. So apparently he was exposed for doing some questionable stuff to his underage partner. And apparently his partner wasn't innocent either, or at least not completely innocent. But apparently there's a lot more than just that. Like they say in this post, it isn't black and white. So let's have a look at the comments and see if anyone can explain this a little better. Guys, I feel like I just stepped into a war zone. Fit Fortune says, it is technically illegal because he's 17 and 18 is the legal adult. Even though it is just 1 year away, it's considered illegal, but I'm pretty sad we lost a good one. KFC Bill seems to agree with him, saying Koneko was 20 at the time and Narpi was 16. He's a pedophile. The Real Dragon Gaming seems to highly disagree with this statement, saying, you realize the age of consent varies country to country or state to state. Where I'm from, 17 is the age of consent. Just because the globally accepted age is 18 and even 16 and 17 is within the minor age range doesn't mean they're a pedophile. I've dated a 17-year-old as an 18-year-old, and even if the age of consent was 18, it's 1 year younger. It's not that bad at all. I'm not attracted to children. I'm attracted to my partner.
And so this guy, whose name I can't pronounce, says, half of these comments here need to get their hard drives checked, honestly.
But this must have struck a nerve with Comfortable Toe 8342, because he says, what? For thinking 20 versus 17 should be labeled as pedophilia? I agree it's a little too big an age gap at that young an age, so it's a little creepy, but it's not pedophilia. Just because the law says 18 is when you're an adult, I think you should get your brain checked.
Monkey Man clearly didn't like this because he says, why so jumpy? Did they hit a nerve? I get your logic, but people arguing semantics in these situations have their focus in the wrong place, and it raises its own set of flags. Roblox is a den of creeps, so it wouldn't surprise me if there'd be plenty of people who support/dismiss what KK did, whether openly or quietly. So there's tons more of these kind of comments I could go through, just people arguing and stating their own opinions. But let me tell you what I think, okay? I think this is a very complicated situation, okay? I think there's a lot of different opinions and a lot of different people who, are kind of taking sides in this situation, whether that be the side of KK being innocent or not. What I think is that what he did was weird, okay? And it was a little creepy. Actually, it was more than a little creepy, okay? It's pedophilia. I'm sorry. It's, no matter what people say, by law, it is pedophilia, okay? That's just the facts of the situation. I get there may be different laws in different countries, but not in this country, okay? Not here, or not even, clearly not wherever he was, okay? Wherever he was, what he did was considered pedophilia, okay? And that's the bottom line. He knew he shouldn't have done it. It feels like there could have been a power dynamic as well, because the person he did this with, Neppy, I think was his name, was like an assistant, I guess, to KonekoKitten. So there was a power imbalance, power dynamic, and it was pedophilia. That's just the bottom line, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you supporting KK, or are you, on the side of, what he did was pretty weird? Let me know in the comments. Love to hear from you guys. And consider subscribing, consider liking, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
We can remember swimming in December.